Hi everyone. Notations and ER diagram for company database. Notations for ER diagram. An entity. An entity is a table name. It is mentioned in a rectangular shape. Relationship. When we are going to connect to more than one entities, this rhombus symbol is used. An attribute is a common column name. It is represented in an oval shape. Weak entity. It does not have its own attribute, therefore it is mentioned in an double rectangle shape. Weak entity relationship. When we are going to connect weak entity to a strong entity, this weak entity relationship notation is used. Double rhombus. Multi-valued attribute. As we previously discussed that an attribute having more than one value. Example, a person having more than one contact number. This double-lined oval notation is used. Key attribute. It is uniquely identified attribute. It does not take any duplication of the data. Duplication means any repeated data. In oval, the text with underline. Composite attribute. Composite attribute and attribute, again it is subdivided. That is called as composite attribute. As we previously discussed that a name having again divided into first name, middle name, last name. Next, ER diagram for company database. It is an overview of company database. As it is complete ER diagram of an company database, we are unable to judge the complete overview of the database. So we see part by part, okay, in further slides. Employee entity. Employee is a table name, that is entity. These all are called as attribute. This is called as relationship. This is called as cardinality ratio. SSN is this attribute is a key attribute. SSN means it does not take any repeated value. Name, it looks like composite attribute because name again divided into F name, middle name, last name. And this is called as relationship with cardinality ratio. Any one employee supervises n employees. Any one employee supervises many number of employee. Department. Department is an entity, that is table name. Here name and number is an key attribute. Observe here, this is double oval notation. This is for multi-value. Location, department location is having more than one. Therefore, it is represented in double oval. Now, let us give an relationship between employee and department. Okay, employee is an entity. Here you all are observing the double line as well as single line. Here employee, double line, employee is having double line, works for, again it is represented in double line. Employee, here again it is represented in double line. Employee, it is represented in single line. Managers, this double line shows total participation of the entity. The total attributes are participated in these entities. Okay, now these all are the degree, that is cardinality ratio. This is the degree higher than two relationship. Okay, an entity having an adjacent attribute, that is called as unary. Employee, there are many employees working for one department. Many and one employee manages any one employee manages for the department, for a department, that is one department. Many employees work for the project. Again you observe here, this is an entity, this is an relationship having an attribute is called as unary relationship higher than 2 degree. Department who controls any one of the department controls many project having project name, project number, location. Name and number is called as name and number are key attributes. Location is a common attribute. This is a view for employee department project. These all are the entities, strong entity. Now we are going to see dependent as a weak entity. Dependent is an weak entity because it is represented in double rectangular shape. Whenever we are going to connect this weak entity to a strong entity, the weak entity relationship notation will be used. Weak entity, this is called as weak entity because these all attributes are taken from the strong entity. Weak entity does not have its own attribute. Now let us see the complete overview of ER diagram for company database. Employee is an table name entity having its attribute and it is related to the it has a relation. Any one employee supervise many employee. Many employees works for a department. Therefore n to 1, many to 1. One employee who works for the department, that is one employee manages one department. Are you observing here? It is an dotted oval. This represents an derived attribute. The number of employees can be calculated from the SSN, the number of employees present. Okay. Next, many employees works on many project. Many employees works on many project. As I said before, this weak entity is connected with weak relationship to the employee. Any one employee is dependent. Hope you have understood the complete ER diagram for the company database. If you are having any doubts, comment me in the comment section. Thank you.